Tennis Expert. I am your tennis expert. Big warm welcome to my viewers right around the world. I'm just going to preview the US Open. I usually do it off my laptop, and my laptop is having big problems, so I'm doing it on my phone. Not up to the usual standards, unfortunately, and having to do it late at night because I've been working on the issue all day. US Open starting, so I just have to do it as it is. So it's a real shame that it has to be this way, but then it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to do my best with what I have. So here we go. Let's get into the video. Let's preview the US Open 20, um, US Open 2025. So Sinner in his first round, he's going to beat Kobriva. And then I think Poprin, he'll just overpower him. He'll be too consistent. Shapovalov, he's going to match him with power, but be more consistent, have better defense. So I would really just say he's gonna just be like match the power of Shapovalov, but be more consistent, better return of serve, better defense. So let's go through to the round of 16. Tommy Paul, I think 3 or 4 sets. This could be a good match, but I think he'll just overpower Tommy Paul. Just looking at the draw as we go. Yeah, Draper, I think he'll overpower him. Get into the semi-finals. And I'm just going to say, like, Zverev is going to get out of his part of the draw. I mean, he's got Aliassime. Let's just go through this draw. He's got Rublev, yeah, and then like Cerundolo, Tsitsipas. Yeah, anyway, let's go to the other side of the draw. I'm just going to say Zverev is going to get out of this part of the draw. So Alcaraz is going to have Opelka, right, in the first round. Yeah, he's going to have Opelka in the first round, guys. And yeah, he's going to match him with power, but be more consistent and have better defense. So he'll be too good for Opelka, I would say. So there we go. Sheng, he's going to be, he's just going to overpower him. Too much diversity. I think the power on the forehand and better defense, just better all round. Yeah, guys. So what I'm saying is he'll beat Opelka, and yeah. So what's going to happen? Second round. Actually, I think it'll be Bellucci. Bellucci is a good rallier, and he's just going to overpower Bellucci. Sorry, guys, about the quality of the video again. Like I've had a big technology failing at a worst time ever. But anyway, we're making the most of what we have. And also, I could get a call in the middle because it's my phone. But again, sorry if that happens. So, Darderi, he's just going to be better defensively. Just a minute, guys. Sorry about this. I'm just finding the place on the draw. So, yes, what I would say was this Dairy guy, I think he's going to be overpowering, be better consistently, be better mentally. And then Medvedev I think Medvedev, he just like, they match each other on defense, but he's just got more power than Medvedev, right? I would say. So I just think he's going to overpower Medvedev in the rallies, better net play, but he's matching him on the defense. Casper Ruud, same thing. They've both got great defense, a big forehand. He's got more power on the backhand, a bit, and then the better with the net play and the drop shots. So that should move him into the quarterfinals against Ruud, over beating Ruud, by mostly saying I match you on defense and forehand, but I got more power on the backhand, drop shots, net play, and even my forehand's a bit better than yours. So then after beating Ruud, he's going to get through to the quarterfinals. And he's going to have Ben Shelton. He matches Ben Shelton off the power, but he's better with drop shots. He's better with net play, right? And better with drop shots, matching on the power, better defense, better return of serve, more consistent. But Shelton will probably overpower him with a serve and power game, rush him on the forehand, and just go for it and take risks. So that's what I would say, guys. But he'll be too good for Shelton. But one time, Shelton will just go for it, take risks, hit a whole bunch of winners and take a set. Quarterfinals, Fritz. He's got Fritz, right? So I'm just thinking like he will, playing against Fritz. He's going to match Fritz on the power, but then again, he's better defensively than Fritz. He's better net play, better drop shot. And then when he can out rally and be better defensively than Fritz, but match him on the offense, those other things are going to get over the edge. And when Fritz is really going for it, Alcaraz is matching him with power. But then over the course of the long rallies, he's going to out rally him, return of serve, defense, net play, drop shots. All these things bring him over the edge. But again, one set, Fritz will go for it and he'll overpower him. So yeah, that's what I would say. And then he'll go into the semi-finals, and I've got Zverev into the semi-finals. So yeah, so guys, let me just sort of go. The draws are very big, so just give me a bit more time to go through it. But yeah, like as I've said, sorry about that, guys. I need to see if Djokovic is part of the draw. But yeah, I don't know where Djokovic. So sorry about this. Oh yeah, so Djokovic part of the draw. He's got Lerner Teen, and then he's going to have Korda, and then Mickelson. He'll win all of those. He'll out rally these guys. Rune, yeah, I think Rune will try to overpower him, but Djokovic is going to just out rally him. So as we go down, yeah, I'm thinking actually, sorry, I'm guessing like this is how the draw is sort of looking. Djokovic is going to be playing Fritz. Yeah, Djokovic is going to be playing Fritz in the quarterfinals. So I just think like the draw is very big, 128 players. So quite like my specialty is not like going for a huge, massive draw. I'm just focusing on the best players, playing each other, tactics, strengths and weaknesses. But still, I want to do this for you. So what I would say, yeah, I think Djokovic is going to beat Fritz. So sorry, it wasn't Alcaraz versus Fritz. I got that wrong. So when you go back to Alcaraz as part of the draw, as we move on, yeah, sorry, as I said, the quarterfinals would be Shelton versus Alcaraz. And as I said, I picked Shelton. So I've got now Shelton. I've got that quarterfinal, Alcaraz beating Shelton. Then Alcaraz is into the semi-finals now, along with Zverev and Sinner. So then you've got this quarterfinal match between Fritz and Djokovic to determine who is going to make the semi-finals. So with the Shelton Alcaraz semi-final, like I predicted, Alcaraz to win in 4 sets. That I got Zverev in the semi-finals and I got Sinner in the semi-finals. So now Taylor Fritz is going to play Djokovic in the last quarterfinal, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to say it's going to be a tough one, but I think 4 or 5 sets for Djokovic. And I think Djokovic is going to get enough return of serves, get Fritz in enough long rallies, and he's going to move Fritz around and he's going to out-rally Taylor Fritz. And it's going to be pretty close, 4 or 5 sets, but then Fritz's great serve is taken away by Djokovic's great return. Then he's going to get him in rallies and he's going to out-rally him enough to break. Whereas on Djokovic's serve, right, himself, he's going to start the point ahead. He's going to move Fritz around, expose the lack of movement, out-rally him. Sometimes get 3 points off the serve, but it's going to be rallies. He's starting ahead, moving Fritz around, exposing the lack of movement. Then on Fritz's serve, he'll get enough returns in play, force Fritz into rallies, out-rally him. Djokovic wins this in 4 or 5. So now we're down to the semi-finals. Alcaraz, Djokovic in one semi-final. I just think with the power Alcaraz has off the forehand, backhand, along with his net play and volleys and even better defense. So he's faster than Djokovic, got more power, got better touch shots. Djokovic at this age with the speed that he has, he's not going to be able to handle that. And the power that Alcaraz is going to dish out, he's going to be a bit too slow. He's going to arrive a bit late. He's not going to be able to handle Alcaraz's offense with the defense. But when Djokovic is in offense, it's hard for him to get through courts, finish points, especially against someone fast like Alcaraz. So Alcaraz will just simply overpower him. And when he's doing that, Djokovic won't be able to handle it on the defensive side because he's slowing down because of the age. Sinner versus Zverev. Sinner has all the same power off rally shots, ground strokes, the serve as Zverev. This is Sinner-Zverev semi-final. But Sinner is just a bit more consistent, less errors, better mentally under pressure, better defensively, better return of serve. So when you're being more consistent, you're hitting less errors, better defensively, better return of serve, but you're matching Zverev with all the power and the serve and all the strengths. That's going to just put him over the top. So I would say they match each other on the power, but the return of serve, defense, and the consistency get Sinner over the line in 4 sets here. So Sinner is going through now to play Alcaraz in the final. Another final between these two. Like I told you at the French Open, I was going to pick... I told you at the French Open, right? I was going to pick Alcaraz because I thought like the slow clay courts suit him better. I felt like on grass, the fast grass courts, they're so close that the surface, any little thing can change it, and the surface can push this one way or the other. So on clay, I just felt like the surface will push things in favor of Alcaraz because it's a slower court. But on the faster court on grass, when they're about equal, but the grass court will just favour Sinner a bit more and push Sinner over the line. And that happened. They're very equal, but when there's a small advantage for Alcaraz on the clay, that puts him over the edge. But when there's a small advantage of a faster court on grass, that puts Sinner over the edge. I feel like the faster courts on Grand Slams, low bouncing that suits in Australian Open, Wimbledon, slower courts that suit Alcaraz and high bouncing is the clay. But I feel like the US Open is a medium pace court, medium bounce court. It doesn't really suit one player more than another. That's what I would say. So it's about equal. So this is a very hard to predict match here because, like I said, Australian Open and Wimbledon suits Sinner. French Open suits Alcaraz more. They're so equal, the surface is just pushing one guy over the top to be the favourite. But on the US Open, it's hard to predict because neither player has an advantage. They're about equal. But then when I'm saying they're equal, then if they are equal, then it's going to be a close set. It's going to be a fifth set. And it's going to be like 7-5, 7-6 in the fifth set. So now what will decide it, who is better in the big moments? And I'm going with Alcaraz. I'm saying Sinner better on Australian Open and Wimbledon, fast, low bouncing. Alcaraz better on clay. These guys are so close, the surface decides it. But now on the US Open medium pace court, the surface doesn't even decide anything. So now it's just going to come down to two equal guys, big moments. And I'm saying Carlos Alcaraz is going to step up in the big moments. He's going to beat Sinner in a fifth set, and he's going to win either 7-5 or 7-6 in a very close set. Alcaraz beats Sinner. Alcaraz and Djokovic end up sharing the 4 Grand Slams this year, 2 each, with a fifth set victory for Carlos Alcaraz over Jannik Sinner. And he takes his second US Open and his 6th Grand Slam title. So that's my video for today. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Have a great day, night, wherever you are in the world. And thanks for watching, guys. And be back sort of in 10 days from now, or sort of on a Monday, Tuesday, early in the week, right before the quarterfinals. I'll preview the quarterfinals. I'll be much better set up for that and ready. Not just trying to do a US Open preview when the technology fails, but we've done the best that I had, but I'll be ready next time. But that's my preview. So come back, not the Monday in a couple of days, but in about 10 days, and let me preview the quarterfinals. I'll also be back a day before the semifinals. I'll preview them, and a day before the final. But come back sort of in around 10 days, Monday, Tuesday, 9-10 days, right before the quarterfinals. I'll preview. But subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up, and be back in about 9-10 days for my quarterfinal preview. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.